Continuation of water lesson. I've come back here. Here I'm going to talk about a very important process of water that is very much needed for our life. That is water cycle. See, already I taught you what is evaporation. It's a heating process. Water will become a water vapor. That is the first process. Water from oceans, groundwater, soil, surface water, river water, pond water, it become a water vapor and goes to the sky. That is called evaporation. That is called evaporation. Then once it reaches the sky, then it is if the situation is cool, it forms a rain cloud. Ordinary clouds will be white in color. Rain clouds will be little darker color, that is ash color or blackish color, you will call it as. Then once the rain cloud is formed, when it is light, it will stay there. When it's become heavy, how I told you to block the water vapor with water on a plate or cool plate, you can see water droplets. See, for some time it will stay if it is a small drops. When it's become a big drops, even your sweat, it will drop it down. See, it cannot stay up, hanging up. So, when the rain cloud become heavy, started pouring down, that is called as a rain. See, that process, it start precipitation. A process become water, vapor become a water. We call it as a condensation. That is a cooling process. Water become a vapor, it is a heating process. Vapor become a water droplets, it is a cooling process. It forms as a rain. This gaseous states, now it is a reversible. Reverse means ice can become water, ice can become water vapor. Yes, the water vapor can become water, the water again become ice. This is reversible process, means it can a circle process. During the daytime, the sunlight falls on the water and oceans. It mostly happens during the daytime. The evaporation process during the daytime. Now, if there is a heavy, sunlight is more, there will be a transpiration. What is mean by transpiration? Excess water or the loss of water from the plants. Every plant do transpirations, but the deserted plant are modified. There is no leaf at all for them because very rarely they get water, they cannot transport, they have to avoid transpiration. That we have learnt about adaptation lesson, I think the first lesson, adaptation. The condensation, the process of conversion of water vapor into a liquid or water. After this, the cloud formation takes place. I told you, the cloud takes small droplets of water, then it will become heavy, then fall as a rain. When they become heavy, they begin to falling. Falling of water drops is called precipitation. See, when they started falling, we call it as a precipitation. Then you are getting rain during precipitation. Sometimes there will be a heavy snow and hail. Hail is a small ice cubes fall as a rain. Snow, you have seen actually in western countries like US, if you go Canada, all these Arctic regions, all these they will have snowfall, ice on the sea. They can't see land at all. Arctic region are all fully ice covered. It is because there is a heavy temperature fall. This I think it is possible in India during December, very cold days. When you go for a walk in the morning, you could see small white patches on the leaves. It is called dew. It is called the dew. See all this process, okay. The water evaporated from the water sources, then again fall as a rain and goes to the water sources. It is a continuous process. That is why we call this as a water cycle. Without water cycle, life cannot exist on this world. That's why we are giving so much importance to this water liquid. Okay? Now, a water cycle finish. Then this water cycle is very important. Water is a very important liquid, but it may causes lot of problems to us if there is no water, excess of water. If there is no water, the condition called drought. You must have seen there won't be any water, all the soil will break and you could see even you cannot walk. People will carry pots 5 miles and 10 miles. If you see, for example, if you take Rajasthan, because they are nearing the Sahara Desert, Rajasthan, those areas, they have to carry water throughout the year. You could see them part after part. They will carry like a small, what is it called, like a storage, this one. The ladies very walk and go and carry water. This situation is called drought. There is no water, less of water, very minimum water. For that also they have to walk for so many. Excess of water, flood. See, this is, I think Chennai people are very used to it, and those who are people near seashores, they are used to it, because more water causes flood. See, human life will go, animals will die, and our belongings may go with the water. It's flush, it's just taken away to the water sources. They are deep, we cannot get it back. There will be a crop damage because suffocating. They cannot either breathe, respiration cannot be done, photosynthesis, because heavy continuous rain, sunlight will not be heavy for them to do photosynthesis. See, pouring of water on the plant continuously, they will be suffocating, the crop damage. That is a very, very, very pathetic situation. Then eruption of epidemic diseases. What will happen? Suddenly there will be a cholera, typhoid, because sewage water will mix with that, all the dirt around our houses, because we always keep our house inside clean and outside we collect all our dirts, liquid and solid waste are collected in one particular place. If the corporation is not cleaned, and then there are some villages they use open toilets, that also will be collected, and then bird, animal waste, all that collected, and the sewage water goes with the water resources. What happened? There will be epidemic diseases. Then when there is a crop damage, epidemic diseases, the people will suffer for food, water, clean water, everything. No, because too much of temperature, they lose their houses. In villages, it will be a difficult thing. Here I am going to talk about water pollution. See, the water pollution is caused by chemicals from factories to the agriculture field. Then people take their cattle, the domestic animals, for washing, for everything. See, they are not, they even pass their waste, liquid and solid waste in the water itself. And the sewage water from the homes, factories, all that comes to the water sources. What happened? there will be a water pollution. The contaminated water will cause diseases. How to avoid all this? I will give you some tips to avoid it. Prevent water pollution. We should have a prepared sewage system, that is wastewater management. The treatment of factory waste, they have to have their own wastewater management and then leave the clear water to the water source. We should not throw rubbish in the water bodies. See, all this dried leaves, all that we cannot avoid. But we should not throw. We should not throw all the waste. We have to use water wisely and practice 3 R's. Already you have learned: reduce, reuse and recycle. That is what we do it in the water treatment, wastewater treatment plant or sewage plant. Paints, oils, chemicals, petrols, all the plastic things, plastic papers, naturally it will spoil the water sources. Then pesticides, insecticides are used in the plants. That also during the rainy season it mixes with the. These tips can be avoided to avoid water pollutions. When there is no water pollution, we can avoid lot of epidemic diseases. How to save water? First, avoid using water. Use water wisely. Leakage has to be stopped and repaired. Third, use the kitchen water for your own garden. Make your own garden and use it. And next, water harvesting should be done. Every house you have to harvest. Harvest means save the rainwater. And we should have more ponds and rivers, dams to save the water. This is the way you have to save the water. Every drop of water counts a lot. So, before wasting water, think 100 times and waste it. Don't waste it. Use it. Okay? Now, with that, I finish the lesson. If there is any doubt, because these lessons, actually what we learnt in previous lessons, we have learned water cycle last year, year before year. 2 years you have learnt, Yes, from 5th you are learning. 5th, now 6th and 4th also you had water cycle. Yes. Now after that, evaporation, condensation, I think I have told you many times. Photosynthesis, Then pollution, very well. All that it is sum up here in this one lesson. So it's a very easy lesson. If you have any doubt, you call me in the other number. Till then, use the water safely and stay safe.